Welcome to Dark Horizon Creations. I'm Mike. This time we're taking a look at the Disney Pixar Lightyear Izzy Hawthorne action figure by Mattel. Now, if you hadn't already, please follow, like, and subscribe to my social media accounts on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Don't forget to hit that bell icon so you get a notification of when I post new content. Alright, so we have Izzy Hawthorne in the basic assortment of figures from the Lightyear animated film by Pixar. I have to be honest and tell you all, there's only one reason why I bought this figure. And that is to get that blaster rifle. She is the only figure that it is included with in the basic assortment. So I'm probably going to end up buying a bunch of these to kit out all of my other action figures as well. In all seriousness, Izzy is a really cool little character. You can see the action figure is extremely cute. She's decked out in some serious armor there, and I do like the figure, but I purchased it just to get that accessory. You can see the basic assortment card back is much more simplified in the graphics than the Crystal Grade series. It is slightly damaged, but that's okay because we're going to be opening this up as well. On the back of the packaging, you have your obligatory product shots. You see Izzy equipped with her helmet and blaster carbine there, and on the left you have some images of the other figures in the basic assortment. Okay, here we have Izzy Hawthorne outside of the packaging. I really like this figure. I think this is going to be one of the more popular action figures in this assortment for kids to want to play with. For adult collectors and customizers, there is a lot of molded in detail on this figure, some panel lines there, and she presents a really awesome opportunity to paint in a few details, apply a light wash, and it would really make this figure stand out. So let's take a look at the figure up close. A lot of nice detail. I do like the head sculpt. A lot of detailing on her shoulder armor, molded in detail on her belts, thigh armor on her uniform, her shin armor. One of her knee pads is a different color. Markings on her forearm armor. Poured on her belt for an accessory like a blaster pistol. Poured on her back. Just really nice all the way around. As far as articulation is concerned, her head will swivel left and right. No ball joints, so it won't pivot. Forward and lateral movement at the shoulder is inhibited by the shoulder armor. No bicep rotation. And she has a single jointed elbow rotation, wrist rotation, waist swivel, forward and lateral movement at the thigh, no thigh rotation, single jointed knee rotation. A really cool little figure, and she does include her helmet, which is removable, so you can put that on, and you can reposition it. It's just sitting on with friction. And then here's a blaster carbine. It's molded out of soft rubber, so if it's sort of out of shape like mine, you can get some really hot tap water and immerse it in that for about 30 or 40 seconds and straighten it out, and then put it on a flat surface like this and tape it down tight and allow it to reset into position. You can also use a hair dryer on a low heat setting for the same amount of time, 30 to 40 seconds, to soften the plastic. Place it on a hard surface like this, tape it down really tight, and allow it to set. And generally I recommend you allow it to set at least for 30 minutes to an hour to allow it to hold that position. And let's see if we can put her blaster in her hand there. She can sort of hold it. I don't think you're going to get any real shooting position out of Izzy. But tucked under her arm, she can hold it like that. Position it up. Her left hand, yeah, You can position it in her left hand and get a little better shooting position out of her with that hand. And you can take it and plug it into the port on her back like that. Now that we've talked about the articulation and accessories, let's talk about height. Izzy stands approximately 4 3/4 of an inch tall. Slightly shorter than the other figures. With her helmet on, she is approximately 4 7/8 of an inch tall. For comparison, I will bring out Security Guard Fremont from the basic assortment and Buzz Lightyear from the Crystal Grade series. And you can see how they look together. I don't particularly care for the helmet. I think she looks better without it. And she really complements those figures. They all look great together. Overall, I think Izzy is a really cool character and really awesome action figure for this assortment. If you haven't purchased any of the basic assortment figures and you're kind of up in the air about buying any of them, I would definitely recommend picking up this one if you're not going to buy any of the others. The two best figures out of the basic assortment are Izzy and Security Guard Fremont. So ladies and gentlemen, there you have the Disney Pixar Lightyear Izzy Hawthorne action figure by Mattel.